Charleston High School basketball is on the air, live from Baker Gym at Charleston High School. It's the Trojans Effingham for an Apollo Conference matchup, and it's all right here on the brand new Charleston Sports Network. My name is Gabe Newman. Glad to have you along for the ride. Charleston enters this game at a 4-19 record, 0-6 in the Apollo Conference. But they're coming off of a win over Urbana, 39-26 win over Urbana. That game featured an explosive second half offensively. We'll take a moment here for the national anthem and starting lineups. That's the sounds of the Charleston High School pep band, as conducted actually by Samantha Fehrenbacher, one of the Trojan starters, ahead of tip-off of this game between the Effingham Flaming Hearts and the Charleston Trojans. So the Trojans coming off of a win, a 39-26 win over the Urbana Tigers. In that game, it featured an explosive second half by the Trojans. They scored 39 points in the game, and 30 of them came in the second half, including a 17-point third quarter and a 13-point fourth quarter after being held to just 9 points going into halftime. All of those points coming in the second quarter. They were held scoreless in the first frame. Going into halftime at 9 each. As for Effingham, they are rolling as usual under head coach Jeff Schaefer. They are coming off of a 49-43 win over Teutopolis. That's a big win. If you know anything about girls basketball, T-Town started the season on a long, unbeaten streak. And so far, and of course, that streak ended prior to Effingham beating them last time out, which was 2 days ago. And the Flaming Hearts got it done 49-43. They're currently riding a 10-game winning streak, Effingham is. And their last loss came in the Coors County tournament. That was a game against Marion.
Number 5, Mackenzie.
So it is the Flaming Hearts and Trojans, and they're announcing the starting lineups. We will announce them as well. For Effingham, or for Charleston, rather, it is Lucy Oak-Krasinski, Mackenzie Clemente, CC Carla, Samantha Fehrenbacher, and Haley Pratt. And Effingham.
Junior, number 12,
running out there. Riley Engel, Alyssa Martin, Tessa Raditz, Avery Wolf, and Mackenzie Love as the starting five for the Flaming Hearts. Effingham is led by Jeff Schaefer. He's in his 28th season. He started coaching this team in the 1998-99 season. He's got a career record of 545 and 274. As for Charleston, they're led by Damian Centers. He's in just his first year with a career record of 4-19. Trojans in the white tops with white shorts, red trimmed on the sides, red lettering on the front and backs. Effingham in all red with white trim, kind of the inverse of what Charleston is wearing. It'll be McKaylee Patton to the center circle for Charleston, awaiting tap. And it is won by Effingham by Mackenzie Love, and here we go with Effingham controlling the ball. It's swung out to the right corner, back to the right wing, now to the top between the circles for Tessa Raditz. She got it inside. Now it's underneath to Mackenzie Love. Turn to the right, put up a shot, wouldn't go. Offensive rebound, and the putback is good from Alyssa Martin. 1,000-point scorer in this for this Effingham team. And Martin gets the first 2 points for the Flaming Hearts. And then a turnover in the backcourt on Charleston. No, they say a jump ball, and Charleston had the possession error. It's into Samantha Fehrenbacher. She's in the backcourt, runs into Alyssa Martin, got it over to CC Cardwell, passed it across the timeline to McKaylee Patton. She lost the dribble for a second, but got it back. Got it over to Okrasinski, who put up a three. Won't go from the left wing. Offensive rebound by Fehrenbacher. Patton grabbed the loose ball, put up a shot, and it's no good. Here comes Effingham the other way. Avery Wolf over to the right side. Long two, good. On a 17-footer from Alyssa Martin. It's passed into Fehrenbacher, up to Cardwell across the center stripe. It's now with McKaylee Patton, and she traveled. She had the ball pinned to her right hip, and when she started her dribble, her feet were already moving. So that's the reason for that call. 4-0 Effingham. They have the ball here. It's swung back in between the circles for Riley Engel. Underneath it goes, and tapped free by Okrasinski of Charleston, so it'll stay on that side of the court for Effingham. The Flaming Hearts going from left to right, Charleston right to left. Baseline right on the inbound. They get it into Martin, and her shot's good. 6-footer from the left block, and it's 6-0 Effingham. Juana Clementi feeds it into McKaylee Patton. She ran into a double team, burned her dribble, tried to pass it across the timeline. It's poked free by Love. And here comes Effingham, but they travel. Love poked the ball free, and it was Avery Wolf who picked up the shot. And then she ended up traveling prior to getting the pass off. McKaylee Patton runs into one and burns her dribble, but Damian Centers takes a timeout. She was double-teamed, Patton was, and it was a smart decision by Centers to take a timeout to save the possession. We'll take a timeout as well. It is 6-0 Effingham over Charleston. Back in a moment on the Charleston Sports Network.
Out of bounds, Charleston.
6:17 to go, first quarter. Effingham with 6-0 over the Charleston Trojans in girls basketball. Here comes Samantha Fehrenbacher across the timeline. Picks up a screen on the right side, burned her dribble, got it over to Juana Clementi, had it poked free for the moment, got it back, and it's a jump ball. Effingham will take over on the alternate possession. 6:05 to go, 6-0 Effingham. The Flaming Hearts are 22-2 on the year. Their only other loss, other than that loss in the Coles County Girls Basketball Holiday Tournament, their only other loss was to Breeze Central in the second game of the year. That was a 60-34 loss on November 20th. It's Charleston with the ball here. It's triggered into Fehrenbacher, who got it to Cardwell, helped it along to McKaylee Patton, who drives the right side. Shot goes up, won't go. Patton ripped it away off the offensive glass. Her pass, though, taken away. And here comes Alyssa Martin. Fed it over to the left side, and a foul. No good on the shot. And it will be 2 free throws for Avery Wolf.
10, C.C. Cardwell.
Foul goes against C.C. Cardwell
Quarter,
of the
2
Trojans.
shots for Wolf.
And here is Avery Wolf at the free throw line. The first one too strong off the back of the iron. And it remains a 6-0 ball game. Second free throw is up and good. 6-0 Flaming Hearts. One at Clementi, baseline left on the inbound. Got it in, but got it threw the ball away. Wolf took it away, and the shot goes in and one for Melissa Martin. So Martin will have a chance at a 3-point play after getting a bucket to make it 9-0. Here comes the and one free throw. She spins the ball, aims and shoots and puts it in. And it's 10-0 Effingham. It's into Fehrenbacher. Full court press by Effingham. And Fehrenbacher had her pass taken away. It's up to Martin, and she lays it in uncontested. It's 12-0 Flaming Hearts. One at Clementi gets it into McKaylee Patton, who goes right side across the timeline. Picks it up, gives it over to one at Clementi. Spins to the right, puts up a shot. Blocked by Love, and the loose ball taken by Tessa Radic. She brings it cross court over to Martin. Her shot's up and no good, but a foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Alyssa Martin.
Number 12, Patton.
Alyssa Martin is over the 1,000-point threshold, or milestone, I should say, in her Effingham career. First free throw is too short.
10 and 14 in for the Hearts.
She hit that in the first quarter in the first game of the season, or not first game of the season, but first time that Effingham played Mattoon. That was in Mattoon on December 2nd. Effingham has played Mattoon 3 times. The second time, though, that Effingham played Mattoon in Effingham in an Apollo Conference game, Avery Wolf scored her 1,000th point. So the Flaming Hearts have had 2 separate players score their 1,000th point against Mattoon. That ball thrown away by Patton. It's into the hands of Avery Wolf, who dribbles it cross court, runs into a body. It's out of bounds and stays with Effingham. She dribbled down the lane, dribble drive, and ran right into McKaylee Patton. And they say the ball goes off of her. So it's triggered into Martin on the left side of the elbow. Good. With a shot. And it's 15-0. Here is Samantha Fehrenbacher. Overshot her intended target, which was Ruthie Krasinski. And it's out of bounds. No Sadie Phillips tonight. She scored 13 points. Co-led the Trojans in the win over Urbana last time out, but only played 14 minutes, and you won't see her tonight, I've been told. The other person that scored 13 points was McKaylee Patton to lead the Trojans. It's cross-courted back to the left side. Left corner 3 on the way, left wing rather, no good. And a rebound taken by Juana Clementi for Charleston. Here's Krasinski with the ball. Gets it across the center stripe, burns her dribble, gets it over to Juana Clementi, had it taken away. And here comes Macy Hayes, passed it over to Drew Wings, and counted on a foul.
Basket is by Weiss.
Drew Weiss will head to the free throw line for one more.
Foul is on Patton.
Foul goes against McKaylee Patton. And 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. It is Effingham 17 rather. Charleston nothing. A free throw pending and a high rainbow effort massages the ropes to make it 18-0 Flaming Hearts. Charleston still looking for their first points of the game. Fehrenbacher into the front court, burned her dribble and traveled. Free by Avery Wolf. And Fehrenbacher got the ball back, but just moved her feet a little too much and was called for the travel. Effingham. It's with Avery Wolf across to Weiss. And now it's with Weiss on the right wing. Dribbles in, and the shot wouldn't go. Offensive rebound. Fed back out to the left. And it goes out of bounds and stays with Effingham. The baseline left on the inbound for Riley Engel. And they get it in quickly, and a foul right underneath the basket. And it's going against Effingham.
43 Love.
It's against Mackenzie Love.
Second of the quarter on the Harkness.
That's the first personal foul against Love. Second of the first quarter for Effingham. We lead it 18-0. Fehrenbacher gets it across the timeline for Charleston. It's cross-quarter to C.C. Cardwell. Ball fake. Back over to Patton on the left wing. Back over to Fehrenbacher, right wing. Fehrenbacher drives towards the baseline, burns the dribble, spinning, looking for help, gets it to Cardwell. Now it's with Patton. Had the ball pop out of her hands, but she spun away and puts up a long 18-footer, no good. Love gets tall for the rebound for the Flaming Hearts. And here they come. It's Weiss, fed it out to the left wing for three, no good. And Fehrenbacher grabs it strong side off the glass. Samantha Fehrenbacher to Ruthie Okrasinski on the right wing. Okrasinski starts to dribble, gets it over to Patton. Patton cross court to Fehrenbacher, had it poked free. Cardwell goes crashing into the bench to try and save it. Instead, it's Effingham that grabs it. Love for two on the left side of the basket, puts it in. And Mackenzie Love gets a bucket to make it 20-0, and Damian Centers calls a timeout. We'll take a break as well with 2:26 to go in the first quarter. It's Effingham 20, Charleston nothing. Back in a moment on the Charleston Sports Network.
Here's to some of our corporate sponsors. They include Sarah Bush Lincoln's Walk-In Clinic, Arby's on Lincoln in Charleston, First Mid, Bank and Trust, Honey Chiropractic, and Bashir Family Dentistry.
$2:26 to go. First quarter. Charleston with the basketball. They trail 20-0 over to the Effingham Flaming Hearts. Fehrenbacher across the timeline feeds it into Patton on the baseline. Puts up a shot. Wouldn't go off the glass. And the rebound taken by Macy Hayes, who gets it up quickly to Riley Engel. Right side hoop, and she lays it in. A tough play for Engel, and it's 22-0. Okrasinski receives a pass from Fehrenbacher and gets it over the center stripe. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Okrasinski burns her dribble, gets it over to Patton. Patton drives, had the ball poked free, gets tied up, and they call a foul. They call it against Effingham, against Macy Hayes, the junior.
13 Rabbits.
And so Charleston will inbound it. Baseline left for Fehrenbacher, who has the orange basketball over her head. Chest pass into Okrasinski. Fed it on to Cardwell. Three on the way. Too strong. Didn't hit anything. And it goes out of bounds and a turnover. After an error ball from C.C. Cardwell. 1:40 to go. First quarter. 22-0 Effingham over Charleston. 6-0 versus 0-6 in the Apollo Conference. Playing their 7th conference game of the year. It's bounced out to the left side. Now fed back over to the right. Right corner, three on the way. No good. It comes the rebound strong side from Weiss's shot, and Charleston grabs it but throws it into the stands. Patton grabbed the rebound strong side after Weiss's shot was too strong. And in an attempt to get it to, Krasinski threw it into the stands. So it's Effingham ball. It's into the left corner for Hayes. She drives, kicks out. Now back inside for Love. Bounced it to the left side of the hoop. Hayes puts it in. Off the window. And it's 24-0 with a minute to go. Effingham has backed off to half-court press. And Fehrenbacher had her pass taken away by Raditz, who got it up quickly to Hayes, and she lays it in. Macy Hayes with 2 quick buckets in quick succession, and it's 26-0. Here's Fehrenbacher across the center stripe to angle dribble right. Gets it over to C.C. Cardwell, 35 to shoot. Got it to Okrasinski, who had to collect it near the half court line. And Okrasinski has her ball taken away by Hayes. And Hayes picks up a loose ball and draws a foul. Hayes had poked it free from Okrasinski and had to go all the way to the front court to retrieve the ball. She didn't have much to do. Didn't have far to go, I should say, once she had picked the basketball up. But coming back to defend was C.C. Cardwell, who was dinged for the foul.
Substitutions at the table.
Macy Hayes is at the line for two. The first one is good.
And it is Wendling. One shot.
Some changes made by Jeff Schaefer. And the second free throw coming up from Macy Hayes. And it's good.
For the shooter.
29-0 Effingham. With 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. Or 28-0 rather. Here's Fehrenbacher, dribbling it off her foot, and now it's with Okrasinski on the left side, 11 to shoot. Okrasinski to Patton. Patton on the right side, spins to the left, puts up a shot, and good! McKaylee Patton scores the Trojans' first points. 1 second to go. The shot was didn't come out of the hand of Avery Wolf in time. It was waved off. Wasn't good anyway in that Brims quarter. One would close. McKaylee Patton scores the first points for the Trojans late in the first quarter. But other than that, it was all Effingham, and they lead it after one. It's Effingham 28, Charleston 2. Back in a moment on the Charleston Sports Network.
The alternate is white. Charleston will inbound. Again, quarter two.
Start of the second quarter from Baker Gym. Gabe Newman with you. Thank you so much for listening to the new Charleston Sports Network. If you're a local business looking to spread your message, consider reaching out to the Charleston Sports Network. It's currently trying to gauge the interest of local businesses interested in sponsoring enhanced coverage of the Trojan baseball and softball seasons. Reach out via email at csnsports130@gmail.com for more information. The shot no good from the Trojans. And now here comes Effingham. It's fed out to the right corner for Avery Wolf, who dribbles it back in between the circles, slowing things down. Now it's passed underneath to Martin. Back to Wolf it goes. Now into the right corner. And back out to the top from Martin to Wolf. Now underneath it goes to Wendling. Back to the top. Martin faked the three from the top of the key. And now it's over to the right corner, or right wing for three, and it's good from Tessa Raditz. Great ball movement that time by Effingham. They had a bunch of shots that you would think that they'd take, and they just kept passing on them in favor of an even better one. They got a three out of it.
White ball.
That one's tapped out of bounds by Effingham in the front court for Charleston, so they'll retain possession.
Chloe Cartwright.
Chloe Cartwright will come in for Okrasinski. 31-2, Effingham over Charleston. 58 to go second quarter. C.C. Cardwell, one-handed pass over to Cartwright. Cartwright feeds it over to Fehrenbacher, but had it taken away by Wolf. Up it goes to Martin, and her shot was blocked by Patton. Clean, says the referee. And it's over to Cartwright across the center stripe for Charleston. Cartwright drives to the right, slams on the brakes, runs into a double team, had it taken away by Wolf. And she draws the foul. Or they say it's a foul on Charleston.
There is a foul.
They call it on Cartwright.
Chloe Cartwright, her first.
And so Effingham gets the ball back with 6:30 to go. Here's Riley Engel, feeds it over to Tessa Raditz. Back to Engel it goes. Underneath for Wendling. Looking for help, gets it back. Now into the right corner for a three, and it's good. Wide open. That time for Riley Engel. She knocks it down. And it's 34-2. Fehrenbacher picks up a screen in the front court, gets tied up with Wendling and crashes to the ground. And Effingham will get the ball back on the alternate possession. 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Here's Tessa Raditz across the timeline. Over to the right side. It's with Engel on the right wing. Now back in between the circles for Wolf. Wolf has it now at the top of the key. Gets it over to the left for Martin. Long two, no good. And a 15-footer from Ava Martin. And Charleston grabs the board off the glass. Here is Cartwright. Drives to the left, looking for help. Burns her dribble, gets it over to Patton. Patton drives across the elbows, puts up a shot, won't go. And the rebound grabbed by Wendling. Wendling with a chest pass forward to Martin. Fed it back to Wolf for three and knocks it down. And a timeout taken by Damian Centers. Effingham has opened up a 37-2 lead in the second quarter with 5:11 to go. Back in a moment on the Charleston Sports Network.
And tomorrow, it's supper starting at 4:30 p.m. Tickets on sale for the chili supper, both at the concession stand and here in the stands. Out of bounds, White.
$5:11 to go, second quarter. Effingham leads at 37-2. It'll be Charleston ball. Samantha Fehrenbacher unpressured across the timeline into the front court. She's standing in between the circles. Fehrenbacher steps on the gas to the right side. Gets it over to Cartwright, who fed it over to Cardwell. Her pass taken away, but taken back by Juana Clementi. And it was a shot from Fehrenbacher that was knocked away by Effingham. Fell right into the arms of Juana Clementi, but she was standing. So that's a turnover for the Trojans. Effingham has it. They lead 37-2. Macy Hayes on the right wing. Ball over her head. Cross courts it over to Avery Wolf. Catch and shoot three. Too short. Offensive rebound. Put back good.
Wendling.
It was Malia Wendling on the putback. Got a strong side rebound on a shot that was too short from three. Here's Fehrenbacher. Steps on the gas. Had the ball poked away. Or take it back for Charleston. Got it underneath to Fehrenbacher. Put up a shot. Wouldn't go. Juana Clementi. Offensive rebound, and she's fouled. So Charleston will head to the free throw line for the first time today.
43 Love for second.
They call the foul on McKinsey.
2 shots.
39-2 Effingham with 4:13 to go in the second quarter. Juana Clementi at the free throw line. The first shot good. One more free throw coming up for Mackenzie Juana Clementi. The JV game was all Effingham. They won it 33-12. This is the only game going on in the Apollo Conference today. Everyone else in the league plays tomorrow, both boys and girls. More on that later. Here's Effingham. It's taken away, tied up by Patton.
Substitution.
Wendling and Patton got tied up with each other in the paint.
Martin
And
for the
it'll
Hearts.
be Charleston on the alternate
On the
possession.
alternate, Charleston.
One final to report in women's college basketball. EIU at home today fell to UT Martin 62-46. Here's Charleston with it. Cardwell got it underneath to Juana Clemente. They scramble for it in the paint, and it comes away to Effingham. Here is Tessa Raditz quickly up the court for Martin, and she traveled.
White ball.
She's wearing the pink shoes, and that probably pops out a little more to a referee. He was moving the feet and pulling the ball. And so Charleston has it. It's fed over to Cartwright on the left wing, guarded by Martin. The circles, directing traffic, burns her dribble, gets it over to Cardwell, back to Fehrenbacher, cranks a left wing three, in and out. Off the window and iron, no good. And the rebound grabbed by the Flaming Hearts. Here comes Raditz, trying to get it over to the left side, and her pass taken away. It's Cartwright across the timeline on the right side. Bounced it into Fehrenbacher, looking for room to shoot. Back to Juana Clemente, and her 8-footer wouldn't go. 3 minutes to go until halftime. Martin slams on the brakes and gets it over to Raditz. Back to Martin. Now underneath for Hayes on the left side, and she puts it in. Macy Hayes, after a strong pass from the right wing to the left block from Martin. And it's 41-4 Effingham. Here's Cartwright on the right wing. Bounced it into Patton in the paint. Shot wouldn't go from 6 feet out. Hearts grabbed the rebound. This is Weiss. Over to Martin. Her shot no good from the left baseline. And here's Cartwright. It's poked free out of bounds. And it'll be... I know they call it foul.
Number 10, Macy Hayes.
Call it on Macy Hayes.
Substitutions are in.
So it'll be Charleston ball with 2:18 to go in the second quarter.
Out of bounds.
Here's Fehrenbacher, right-handed dribble. Gets it over to Cartwright. Now it's with McKaylee Patton, shaded to the left of the arc. And now it's back to Cartwright in the left wing. Cartwright starts a dribble, getting it over to the right, lost the ball. Love pinned it underneath her hip and got it up to Martin. Now it's up to the front court, and the shot wouldn't go from Engel. Engel tapped it away from Patton, though, who grabbed the rebound, but Patton grabs it back. 1:47 to go. It's Charleston with the ball in their front court, and the pass just out of reach from Cartwright. It's just out of reach of both Cardwell and Patton, and out of bounds. $1:40 to go until halftime. Riley Engel has it. Give and go, and now it's with Alyssa Martin. Fed into the right corner. Love had it poked free underneath the basket. Cardwell gets tied up with Love, and the jump ball means that Effingham retains possession. Riley Engel to trigger it in. She gets it in to Weiss. Mara Braun, rather. And she puts it in. It's 43-4. Here is Fehrenbacher the other way. Her pass taken away by Alyssa Martin. 2-on-3 for Effingham. Fed out, no look. Right wing three. Good. That one was a dazzling play. Alyssa Martin on a no-look pass to the right wing. Tessa Raditz was there, and she knocked down the three. Here's Riley Engel over to Patton. Burns her dribble, gets it over to Juana Clemente. Spinning, shooting, won't go. Bounces off the iron. Rebound taken by Effingham with 40 to shoot. Here's Raditz. Fed it over to the left side for a long two. No good from Braun. Rebound Patton. 30 seconds to go. Patton over to Fehrenbacher. The assist of a tip from Effingham. Fehrenbacher has enough space to shoot and score. And it's 46-6. Effingham holding for the last shot with 14 seconds to go. It's over to Alyssa Martin. Now it's with Braun. Back to Martin. Poke free by Cartwright with 6 to shoot. And Cartwright can't lay it in. Martin grabs it off the glass. 2 seconds to go. And that's going to do it. Man, the Trojans had a golden opportunity on a heck of a defensive play by Chloe Cartwright, but she couldn't finish on the other end, and that brings the first half to a close. All Effingham in the first half. It is Flaming Hearts 46, Trojans 6. Stick around for our halftime report. That's coming up in a moment on the Charleston Sports Network.
And we await the Varsity Trojans. All right. Nice job, Varsity Trojans. A reminder about Juanitos tonight after the game, going up to the square, maybe get a bite to eat, and help send the marching Trojans to Florida for spring break.